take for this welterweight fight. David Mitchell, 31 years old. Thiago, 30 years old. It is Mitchell an inch taller. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. Paulo Thiago.
Here we go, first
David Mitchell.
You ready? Let's go, come on.
Here we go. Black trunks for the Brazilian. White trunks for the American.
Dave Mitchell's a very big welterweight. You can see the size difference here.
Thiago debuted in the UFC in fashion with a knockout of the night in London against Josh Koscheck. Coming off a fight of the night performance in his battle with Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, that was definitely the biggest win of his career against Koscheck. And he showed that he's got heavy, heavy hands. Heavy right hand and a heavy left hook. You can see him try to set up that big right hand as Mitchell tries to come in. The one thing Paulo Thiago really needs to be careful with is as he throws his strikes, as he gets back into that fighting position, he really raises that chin, and he has to be careful with Mitchell coming up and over the top with a strike. Anytime you raise that chin, you're making it a big target for your opponent, and that's where Thiago has kind of struggled in his career, getting knocked down, and he's got to be careful.
Follows through with the kick again. And we've seen his stand up a bit wide from time to time. Let's see if Mitchell tries to go right down the middle with the counter. Taken down. Side control immediately for the Brazilian.
Beautiful timing on that entry by Paulo Thiago. Mitchell rushed a little bit too fast. Paulo Thiago ducked under, and he's right in the side mount position where he wants to be. This is a tough position, and Paulo Thiago does some great work here.
What a great crowd here in Rio de Janeiro.
Paulo Thiago is trying to set up that head and arm choke from north-south. He's going to try to switch his arm, his right arm, try to secure his left arm, move to north-south position. He can also get to the mount from here. Try to slide that knee across. Kind of got caught between the two positions, and Mitchell's back to his feet.
Mitchell debuted against TJ Wahlberger, and they were back and forth with submission attempts. One stat read 13 combined submission attempts, which would be a UFC record for one fight. Mitchell also trained his stand-up in March in Thailand. So Mitchell trying to round out his game and set himself up for some success here in the octagon. Thiago scores again.
The spinning back kick has kind of been a theme for tonight. A lot of guys throwing it. And it can definitely surprise your opponent. You know, when you're used to just the traditional 1-2 kick and traditional Muay Thai and boxing techniques, you see a spinning back kick for the first time, you can definitely get caught. Can ruin your day.
Especially when you don't see it.
Yeah. Paulo Thiago once again timing Mitchell very, very well here. Gets him to his back, and he's in side mount once again.
Good control, nice takedown by Thiago. Let's see if he can score some points here. A little over a minute remains here in round one.
Doing a good job of controlling Mitchell here. He's got that near side underhook, head on the other side. It's really pinning Mitchell. And he's got him in the crucifix position here. Mitchell recognized it, got his arm out. That could have been trouble for Mitchell.
Good defense from his back. David Mitchell.
Don't hit the back of the head.
Nice shot.
Paulo Thiago is trying to set up that Darce choke. He finished Mike Swick with it, and he's trying to set it up here against Dave Mitchell. You can see that Mitchell, although he's only a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is very well trained by Dave Terrell here.
Thiago said, my conditioning is very good, my mind is ready, and all my techniques are better than they have ever been in my UFC career. The end of round one.
You can't keep landing in bad positions, okay?
You gotta follow that jab. That uppercut,
You're so focused on your stand-up that you're forgetting it's a fight. It's an MMA fight. There's wrestling too, okay? When you punch, watch out for that takedown. If he gets your back, you roll and you get out quick. You need this round. You know he won that round, right?
He's close and he's tired.
You need this.
Right?
He's
Or jab cross, take a step to the front.
So Mitchell's corner, David Terrell, his trainer, telling him while you are attempting to showcase your newfound stand-up skills, don't forget what got you here, your bread and butter, and that's your grappling ability.
Yeah, anytime you come forward with one of those striking techniques, the difference from a stand-up fight is the guy can take you down. So he was a little upright, and Paulo Thiago was taking advantage of that aggressive forward motion from Mitchell. He was ducking under and taking him down repeatedly here. Let's see how Mitchell adjusts in this second round.
Definitely trying to close the distance more here early, and the spinning kick misses because of that, Kenny. He's able to close the gap there.
Yeah, you know, Thiago really definitely has a speed advantage on Mitchell. And Mitchell's kind of just throwing one strike at a time. He's got to put his combinations together and get some respect from Paulo Thiago when it comes to the striking game. And here he has him in a clinch, almost a headlock position. Thiago has the underhook here and has the advantage because of that. He can control the hips, control the back of Mitchell, and here he is on top once again.
Thiago will work from half guard. Mitchell from the bottom to the body of Paulo Thiago. Started judo at age 5. Inspired by his older brother, his first fight outside of Brazil was his UFC debut. For Paulo Thiago, that was the fight in London when he knocked out Koscheck. Working against 11-1 Cesar Gracie, David Terrell product, David Mitchell.
Dave Mitchell almost did a great reversal to take the back of Paulo Thiago. You could see his strength and long legs coming into play there.
And right after
Thiago
that,
by off guard.
Yeah, and right after that, Kenny, Thiago was happy to get back to the feet.
Oh yeah, that could have been a bad reversal for him, especially with 3 minutes left in the round.
Thiago again steps away, a little bloodied up is David Mitchell.
Hit a nice, kind of trapped the leg there, knocked him down, kind of clubbed him down to the mat. Thiago's definitely winning this takedown war here.
Round 2 of 3 here in Rio. Again taken down.
Once again, and it's just with that simple clinch. He's getting underhooks every single time. And the reason for that is David Mitchell is going too far forward with his hands up. He's not changing levels. And Paulo Thiago, because Dave Mitchell is taller than him, is able to change levels and get underneath him. And going right to that clinch position, he's taking him down every single time.
And Thiago has a wide variety of effective submissions in which he's won with. 3 by arm triangle, 1 by rear naked, sunk in a triangle, a guillotine, an anaconda, and a darce. 8 of his 13 total wins by submission. Thiago in top position again with just under 2 minutes remaining here in the second round.
Paulo Thiago really showing a nice, diverse attack, whether it's coming in with kicks, punches. Nice mixed bag of mixed martial arts with his takedowns. Just keeping Mitchell off of his rhythm.
Lead uppercut. Under 90 now in the second. Pushing forward is Mitchell. Thiago to the body. Timed that one perfectly. Thiago looks bigger in this fight than we've seen him before. He looks in very good physical condition.
Looks in great shape. I think he learned a lot from that last fight against Diego Sanchez, where Sanchez really just, he out-cardio him. He outworked him, and I don't think Thiago really did the best job of pacing himself there, and learned a lot from it. Learned a lot from it. He's coming back strong. Probably went back, worked on his strength and conditioning, worked on his pacing, and he's looking sharp tonight.
They meet again.
There it is again. He's coming up high as Mitchell. Thiago is getting underhooks every single time. Could have taken him down there if he wanted to.
Mitchell again looking for that Superman punch.
Mitchell's just not going to be effective with one punch or one strike. He's got to put his combinations together. He's a big guy. I'm sure he can hurt Thiago if he put those combinations together.
But the real key in this fight thus far, Kenny, have been the takedowns of Paulo Thiago.
Definitely. Paulo Thiago's been hitting him all night. There he is, ducking under that big right hand. Beautiful takedown. Here's a nice suplex from Paulo Thiago right into side mount again. You can see Mitchell trying to take him down there. Because he had that underhook, he was able to get on top and once again catching the kick, taking him down with a nice club. Once again from the clinch, right into a trip takedown into side mount. Every single time it seems he gets him down. He's also securing beautiful position in side mount.
Everything you got in the third round. Let's go.
David Mitchell. Paulo Thiago. Third and final round. We've got the wave going inside HSBC Arena here in Rio de Janeiro. This crowd is fired up. The Octagon back in Brazil for the first time in 13 years.
The building is shaking, Mike. I want to get in there.
What a great atmosphere here tonight in Rio de Janeiro. David Mitchell and Paulo Thiago. Wow, listen to this crowd. Right hand by Thiago. And again.
Thiago's really putting it on Mitchell now.
Yeah, he's feeling the enthusiasm of this Brazilian crowd.
The energy is amazing here, and he's really found his rhythm out there. He's found his range, and he's making Mitchell pay with everything he throws.
The great UFC Hall of Famer, Royce Gracie, in attendance tonight. This truly the birthplace of mixed martial arts, as the Gracies brought it to North America. And here we are today, the left lands for Paulo Thiago.
There's that left hook that we were talking about earlier. Paulo Thiago landing it very, very well. Mitchell didn't like it. Gets him to a clinch position, but this time he actually gets the underhook. But look at Thiago.
Ends up on top after the trip.
The takedowns have just been critical to his success in this fight, keeping Mitchell off balance throughout this fight, and he's landing some very nice ground and pound. Mitchell looking for a reversal here. Possible leg lock. Thiago's onto it and gets back up.
(11-1) David Mitchell, 13-3 Paulo Thiago. His knockout of Josh Koscheck, one of the biggest knockouts and upsets of 2009.
Mitchell is game, you know, he's going forward, but his familiarity with the striking is just not enough to get the respect from Thiago. He hasn't really hurt Thiago yet in this fight.
Trying to connect on that jab.
Thiago landed a very nice lead kick upstairs to the head of David Mitchell.
Mitchell's just one strike in and out, Kenny. Not able to really put together any effective combinations.
And that's it, you know, that's been the difference in this fight. Thiago has basically been doing everything, whatever he wanted, he's been doing in this fight. See, Mitchell's got a big mouse on the outside of his right eye, kind of the outside of his temple there.
One every time, dropped the left hand, almost paid for it.
I think that mouse is probably from that left hook that he landed earlier in the round.
Just missed on the overhand.
Now Thiago's actually starting to just throw one punch now.
Yep.
What was making him successful was his combinations. He needs to go back to that and think speed and not power.
Little blood near the bridge of the nose of Paulo. Thiago now. Under 2 remains.
There was a nice right hand from Mitchell. Now Mitchell's starting to find his range on his jab, starting to come forward.
There he goes with a 1-2.
There's the combinations. Thiago's a little confused now because of that reach and length of David Mitchell. Hasn't been able to get on the inside and has resorted to kind of throwing big right overhands and hasn't been landing them.
And Mitchell really stepping in to that jab, extending that reach advantage.
Yeah, you know, it's not going to be enough here. He's got a little over a minute left. Has to go for something big. Thiago almost landed a big right hand there.
1 minute remains in this fight.
Now Thiago pressuring, trying to back Mitchell.
Oh my! Big left hook.
Another right hand. That hurt Mitchell.
He got clipped with that left hook.
Paulo Thiago's combinations are back now. And once again, he's got the underhooks. He's got dominant position here. And he can take David Mitchell down to down to the floor here. He can drag him forward. Possibly trying to look for a choke from the feet, but that's tough to get here.
Got his back. Got both hooks in. 10 seconds remain.
Looking for the choke.
Trying to lock it in. Final seconds of the fight.
Has it over the chin. Doesn't quite have it under the chin. He's not going to get it.
This fight goes to the judges' scorecards, and they will render their decision. Standing ovation for the Brazilian, Paulo Thiago.
There's that left hand that caused the mouse on the outside of the right eye of Mitchell. Once again, another takedown from the clinch. Beautiful switch kick from Paulo Thiago. There are the combinations at the end of the round. And he finishes strong with the hooks and the back of David Mitchell.
Good performance here tonight by Paulo Thiago. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Paulo Thiago!
Paulo Thiago by unanimous decision. And here is Kenny Florian.
Paulo, congratulations. What a win here in Rio. Is this the biggest accomplishment of your career so far?
Foi uma luta muito importante para mim. Eu estava numa situação difícil na organização, vindo de 2 derrotas. Então treinei muito, me esforcei muito para essa luta. Meu adversário foi muito difícil, foi muito duro. Parabéns para ele também. Mas é isso, mais uma vitória aí, agora vamos para a próxima.
I was going through a really tough moment in time, but I trained a great deal for this. My adversary was very, very tough, so I congratulate him as well, but that was it. I was able to get this one.
Paulo, what are you looking for? What are you looking to do next here in the UFC?
Eu espero o que a organização decidir. Sou um funcionário, estou aí para lutar com quem ela quiser.
I'm an employee, so whatever Lorenzo decides, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be happy for it.
Paulo, Thiago, congratulations. Great fight.
Muito obrigado, quero agradecer aí toda essa galera maravilhosa que veio aqui hoje. Quero agradecer aí ao Dan White e toda a organização do UFC que trouxe mais um evento para o Brasil, grande nível. Senador Magno Malta, toda a minha equipe, meus amigos, minha família, todo mundo, a galera, Caveira. Obrigado, Caveira!
I'd like to thank his entire team. He'd like to thank the support he's been having, Senator Malta and the Caveira team. So, Caveira, the Bobby Caveira.
Congratulations, Paulo.
Paulo Thiago from Brasilia wins here in Rio de Janeiro tonight.